Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. Starting the vlog off today at dinner time, we went to Chick-fil-A and there's a reason for that. Mal wanted to get some soup and there's a reason for that. And that is Mallory had her crown put on today. We have to back up way back.
Yeah.
January 2017?
Yeah.
January 2017 was when you first had the root canal, or was it when you bit the thing?
I started having problems.
So late 2016 is when supposedly you did the biting of the thing.
I don't know.
Sometime late 2016, Mallory was having dinner at Carrabba's and had a bowl of...
Chopino.
Explain for everyone else what that is.
I don't know. It's seafood stew.
Seafood stew, and supposedly bit on a pearl. Couldn't find the pearl, maybe swallowed the pearl, don't know. Anyway, her tooth went, ow, that kind of hurts. Over the period of time after that, her tooth...
2 whole months.
For 2 whole months, she started to have gradually more and more pain until eventually she went to the dentist, who referred her to
the endodontist.
Endodontist, who then said...
I don't know.
Who said, I don't know. You had to go back and forth a few times until it got worse and worse and worse. Finally, when it was bad enough, they were like, oh, you need a root canal. That all happens, and then...
The root canal was... The procedure was fine, but then I had, like, residual pain for months.
Yeah, so lots of fun. Anyway, a few weeks back, Mallory got her temporary crown put on, and today she was supposed to get the permanent crown. And she did, and she's... I think it's fair. I think I can use the word trauma.
Yeah.
You have had, this entire experience has been so traumatic for you. Like, it's been terrible.
I mean, like, the actual, like, procedure itself for everything was fine. Like, that wasn't bad. It's everything that's happened after. Like, after I had the procedure, like, the next day, my teeth hurt. And, like, with the root canal, it hurt for months. And then with the temporary crown, it hurt because it was all torn up and it didn't quite fit right. And now this permanent crown hurts because my bite is really off. And, like, it's not all the way adjusted yet.
So, I mean, for one, they got to go in and do all that stuff. So it's going to be awful when that just, keeps happening because Mel's had to have all this dental work. But, yeah, the bite's off, so you're going to have to call them tomorrow and get another appointment or go in and have them fix it because it's not right. And when you close your mouth, it hurts because it's not correct.
Yeah. That tooth is hitting the opposite tooth on the bottom, and that one's getting hurt from getting hit like that. So,
that sucks. So all of that, it's been over 18 months, this whole journey of this tooth. And then also the fun part was we didn't have... Well, we had dental insurance, but they didn't cover anything in the root canal because they'll only cover a root canal, which is a major procedure, if you've had the insurance for an entire year, and we did not have the insurance
and that couldn't wait.
Yeah, and that couldn't wait. So,
which is why I waited this long to get the crown.
Yeah, actually, thanks for reminding me of that. The reason that Mal's getting the crown now and not in 2017 is because if we did wait an entire year, our insurance would cover at least part of the crown. They're not covering the whole thing, but they're covering at least part of it, which, if I was like, can Mal wait? And they were like, yeah, and you felt okay, so you did a wait.
Yeah.
And now you have the crown.
Plus I had to wait after the root canal to see if they were going to have to pull it or not.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know if I had cracked it or if the root canal would fix it. So they did the root canal and they're like, we don't know. So
I say all of that to say that dental work sucks, and my heart goes out to obviously Mal, who's had to deal with this for a long time, but also anyone else who's had to have a sudden root canal and has gone through all of this stuff. And it's trauma. It's traumatizing to have all of these things and eventually get to the point where you pass the dentist's office and you start, you're flinching because you're like, oh my God, I've had to deal with all this stuff. And then the other reason I explained all that is because, we went to Chick-fil-A, Mal ordered soup. I ordered a grilled Chick-fil-A sandwich and we had to wait on it. And I think because we had to wait, when they brought our food, they gave us each a fry. Like, we didn't order fries, but they gave us each a medium fry. And I don't think that was an accident. I think it was because we had to wait for a few minutes, which was very kind, but, like, I'm also, I'm trying to avoid, like, fried foods and stuff. I'm going to eat them. I'm gonna accept this as like, yeah, I can eat it, and I can eat stuff like that
In moderation.
In moderation, and I haven't had anything like that in a while. It was interesting reading the comments the other day whenever I made the brown rice and talked about cholesterol. There's a lot of different people offering different tips and things like that, which I appreciate, but I also realized that I didn't explain a fairly crucial factor. While yes, I do believe that the eggs probably contributed to my cholesterol, it was more so the butter that goes into the eggs. When I make scrambled eggs, in order to make them good, I use a considerable amount of butter, and I had been doing that pretty consistently. So not only was I consuming over a dozen eggs a week, I was consuming a lot of butter with that. So I'm sure that if anything, the butter was probably more detrimental than the eggs themselves. Again, it's not that I can never have eggs again, and I probably will have eggs at some point, but I'm trying to be, as good as possible until November, which is when I'm going to get rechecked, and I'm hoping to see that I've made some sort of difference. Again, it's not that I can't have French fries, and I can, and I will, but I want to try and limit it as much as possible. Anyway, as far as brown rice goes, I'm going to give that another shot. To quickly address, people are like, how do you make rice without boiling it? Obviously, we boil it. It's just it steams. You bring it to a boil, and then you put it in and you drop it to a simmer.
It's the difference between making it with just enough water or too much water like you would pasta.
Yes, like if you're boiling something, right, that means that it's in water and it's like doing a thing. Continuous. No, we don't do that, and I don't think that's what you guys meant either. We, bring it up to boiling, and then you drop it down to a simmer when you put all the rice in. But that's not boiling. That's simmering, and you're steaming the rice. Does that clear that up? Hopefully that clears that up. Because everyone was like, how do you make rice without boiling it? And I was like, do you mean like simmer it? Like steam it? Because we steam it. Anyway, I'm going to get that rice fixed next time we make it, so it's a process. We'll get there. There's a lot of people saying, just get a rice cooker. No.
Space.
There's no space in the kitchen for a lot of this stuff. If we had a rice cooker, would I use it? I mean, I probably would, but the issue is space, really. Like, we have a pressure cooker, and we keep it in the garage because the thing is huge, and there's not a lot of space in the kitchen. So that's the big problem. And we haven't really historically made enough rice to warrant the purchase of a rice cooker. I mean, maybe that's changing. Maybe I'll start making more rice, but as it stands right this second, I'm like, we haven't really been making enough. It might change. Hi, buddy. You coming to get your free fries? Well, you can't have them. They're mine. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?